Hi guys, it's Isaac again, and the library was giving away a bunch of books because, like, it's the end of like their quarter or whatever. I don't really know, but they were giving away a bunch of books because they no longer really needed them, I guess, and they weren't selling. A lot of these books are damaged or written on, but I don't care as long as the pages are still intact and I could still read it. So first thing I got was C.S. Lewis, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. I used to have a collection of all of the Chronicles of Narnia books, all 7 of them, I believe. And yeah, it was not in this format, so whatever this format is, I like it. Next book I got Travels with Charlie by John Steinbeck. In Search of America. I've never really heard about this book, but John Steinbeck was the Of Mice and Men dude, so maybe it's good. So I got it. Then I got A Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens. It's a classic, so I had to. I have not read it, although I've heard much about it, and of course I would want to get it. Also, like A Tale of Two Kitties, the crappy Garfield movie with Bill Murray and stuff. Yeah. Then I got The Memoirs of Sherlock Holmes by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. I believe these are the entire works, so that's really cool. They had another one, but once I saw this, I just put it back. It was like a smaller book, just one of the stories. Then I got Henry Miller, The Tropic of Cancer. Yeah, my astrological sign is Cancer, and I had cancer. How ironic, right? But yeah, I was like, hey, it's a book and it doesn't look very long. I'll read it. Then I got Catch 22 by Joseph Heller. It may not be a classic, but I've heard a lot about that movie. I've also heard it's like a Catch 22 situation a lot. So yeah. Then I got this little book. It's not really a book. It's more like something. It's more like a tool, really. I got Useful Shelf Tables and Information. Doesn't have an author, no designs or anything. Just on the inside, it gives you like measurements and stuff and how they compare like centimeters to like inches and things like that. And then I got Les Miserables by Victor Hugo. I've heard of the play, or not play, but movie musical type thing, with like Hugh Jackman and Anne Hathaway and stuff. I've not seen it, however, and I've not seen performances of this as a play, but it was available as a book, so I was like, okay, cool. They also have other adapted classics from around the world, adapted by this Victor Hugo guy for this Globe Book Company. They have The Phantom of the Opera, The Call of the Wild, A Christmas Carol, The Red Badge of Courage, Tom Sawyer, Jane Eyre, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, A Tale of Two Cities, Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. I like that one a lot. Moby Dick, The Odyssey. Again, I like that one. Treasure Island, Anne Frank, The Diary of a Girl. The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. An Edgar Allan Poe reader, Great Expectations. And O. Henry Ritter, The Scarlet Letter. And I have a comic book version of The Scarlet Letter too. I love that. It's really cool. I have a bunch of different classic type books available as comic books, and it's really cool. Then I have Ken Casey or Kissy or something. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Again, classic. I have not seen the Jack Nicholson version movie thing, but yeah. Then I have The Jungle Book by Rudyard Kipling. Yeah, Rudyard Kipling. It's not the Disney one, but yeah. Then I have 1984 by George Orwell. I love this book, but I would definitely be okay with reading this again and again, just like The Giver by Lois Lowry. I think 1984, The Giver, and Lord of the Flies are like tied for like my favorite books of all time. Yeah. Then I have Charlie and the Chocolate Factory by Roald Dahl. I've read this book. It's a good book. I don't know. I think I've read a version of this book that was a lot longer than this. This one's only like 160 pages. I don't know. Maybe the Great Glass Elevator was a super long one. I'm not sure. I got Dreams by C.W. Leadbeater. I just thought it was a really cool looking book and I wanted to get it. It's only like 40 pages long, but still. Then I got J.R.R. Tolkien, The Fellowship of the Ring. And it's dark in here all of a sudden. It's, yeah. Seen the movie adaptation, of course, with, Viggo Mortensen and Orlando Bloom and the other people, Sean Astin, and Elijah Wood. And this is the Two Towers. They did not have the Return of the King, but whatever. I used to own a lot of books by Tolkien that were not the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Just random other stuff in the Middle Ages, apparently. And then the last one I got is The Far Side Gallery 3 by Gary Larson. And I like Gary Larson's stuff a lot. I love The Far Side. It just has an interesting sense of humor that very others lack. Like, they have their own style, and I guess their own style is pretty good. Like, I like Calvin and Hobbes as well, but I really like The Far Side. I feel like The Far Side is very stylistically similar to Bizarro, although I think Bizarro is more kind of adult themed, I guess. But I love Bizarro, I love The Far Side, I feel they're very similar. Yeah, and that's all the books I got a thing. There were many, many more, but my backpack was struggling just to hold these ones, so if they're still there in like a week or something, I might grab another book or so. But yeah, I'm good with what I have now. Thanks for watching. Bye.